How's it going? Today we're talking about Old. It's a pretty good movie, I thought. Wasn't bad at all. Uh, Had a pretty good cast. Story was pretty good. Though I did have my problems with it. I'll explain that towards the end. This is going to be pretty spoiler heavy, so if you hadn't seen it, you know, you should probably get on out of here and go watch it. It's definitely worth your time. It's not the best movie in the world, but it is pretty good. So, make of that what you will. This movie is about... Basically, the island is a refuge for scientists. It's basically a lab. It's all it is, a lab. So, they find out what ails you. People have these different ailments, either cancer or some kind of brain degenerative disease, i.e. Alzheimer's, early onsets of different various diseases that we don't yet have a cure for. And before you get there, they make a concoction of these hopefully what they will be are cures, and then they send you to this area of the island where no one is. And this area of the island it's because of the rock or a specific part of the island, for some reason, time is sped up. So if you got cut, it would heal in seconds. If you were dying from dementia, you would die, instead of years, you would die in a day, less than a day. So basically, the doctors would give you this concoction that they have, and then they can find out whether or not it works in less than 24 hours instead of waiting years. It's pretty messed up, but that's the premise of the movie. I didn't think it was bad. I didn't think it was a bad movie, but there are issues with this movie that I think other people would also have in a normal setting. I'll give you, for instance. So, when they're brought to this island, when they're brought to this area of the beach that is supposed to be secluded, there are already two people there. One of those people is dead. She's in the water floating. There is a gentleman who is sitting on a rock whose nose is bleeding. Now, your assumption, right, as a human being, even though we shouldn't probably do that, but as a human being, there are two people here. One of them is dead. One of them's nose is bleeding. You guessed it. We're thinking he did it, right? So what do these people do initially? Well, we'll call the van and we'll let them know that someone has died. But set up the beach chairs. What are we doing? There's someone dead. Someone just died. Someone tried to go through this little tunnel we took to get here and go see if help is over there, man. What? They still set up the beach chairs. It's a dead body. Huh. Problem one. Problem two. One day I'm going to get this right. Problem two. So, when they got dropped off at this island, right? Because everyone from the resort knows about this part of the island. They know that if you go there, that time will be sped up for you, right? So they keep their distance. So when they got out of the van to go down to this part, there's like a little walkway that goes through rock and everything like that, right? But they had to carry all their own shit, i.e. food, blankets, chairs, silverware, and anything that you brought that you wanted to bring. So M. Night plays he plays basically the bus driver, you know, for this ruse. And he's like, yes, you just pick up your stuff and you go down there, you'll be totally fine. It's all good. Just go down there. No, I can't come. I can't come with you. Just go. Just walk. It's down there. I promise. I'll be back a lot later. And they're just like, all right, I guess we just have to carry all our own shit. Ugh. Not carrying nothing in no resort. It's the whole purpose of being on a vacation. You carry it. You. Damn it. You. You. So that's my second problem. The rest aren't really problems. They're just stupid. I guess small, minor inconsistencies. Once your child started growing in less than a day, right? They went from basically, I don't know, what was he? Maybe 6, maybe 7. He went from 7 to like 15 in like 3 hours. His mom's explanation? Must be a virus. A virus? A virus, lady? Your son just aged 5 years in 3 hours. What virus could you possibly think of other than Benjamin Button would have you grow that fast at all? And she said it a couple times too. So I'm just like, I done told her, shut up. You sound dumb. It's not a virus. Somebody growing that damn fast. Shut up. And my last one's not really a big one, but I don't think anybody actually sat down to try to figure this out. Even if there was no way out. Like, I know that you were short on time and that we kind of had to figure out how things were going to go so we could kind of get a handle on this thing. But I felt like nobody really took this seriously. We have hours to go. I'm not going to sit here and watch my children age and possibly die, maybe, before me. Because you don't know, like, they could come down with something too. You have no idea. So, and where I thought the movie did an excellent job is one of the children got a little bit too friendly with one of the other children as they were growing up. Feelings had come up, hormones, that kind of thing. And one of the girls had gotten pregnant. And the explanation to her mom was, it's okay, we were just playing and I got fat. I was like, oh, she's precious. So, without showing too much, the baby's born. And literally seconds after it was born, the baby had died from lack of attention. And I thought that the thinking behind that was very, very thought out. I thought that was pretty awesome. Not that the baby died, but that you put enough thought into it to realize that the baby needed to be fed a lot more than what the adults were being fed. And that the baby had died because it hadn't been fed quickly after, so soon after being born. I thought that was deep, man. I kind of gravitated towards that a little bit. I was like, man, that's, they thought about this a little bit. So, that's really all my gripes with this movie. What I loved about this movie, I thought cinematography was great. No, I did have one more problem with this movie. I did have another problem. There's a doctor in this movie who is on the island, kind of a dick, but he's on the island, no problem, right? Kind of a racist, kind of a big time racist. Okay. He sees the woman dead, and he, rightfully so. I would probably make that assumption too. I may not say it out loud, but I'd probably like, come on, kids, we're gonna stay on this side. No, you're fine. You just stay over here. It's all good. Let us know if you need something. You don't get up. You just let us know. I was like, all right. I felt that part, but the doctor had a knife, and he was saying some racist shit. He was saying some pretty racist shit for it. You know, some racist innuendo. He had like kind of a racist tone, a little bit. And I'm like, easy, Doc. You're cutting deep. So he has a knife, right? At some point, his dementia kicks in. He starts to forget where he is, what he's doing, and the situation that they're in. And then he is afraid of the Asian man and the black gentleman who happen to be on the island at first. So I was like, all right, well. So he sneaks up on the black guy who was already on the island, and he stabs him in the chest to the point where he dies. Everyone sees this. They begin to panic a little bit, like, oh my God. Oh. What should we do? And then they kind of leave and go away. Bitch, you're the only ones left. I mean, there's 7 of you. He's still crazy. He still has a knife. Do you think we should keep an eye on this man? They didn't. I think he killed one more person before they finally figured it out. It's just, they were not, they didn't have any solid plans. And I get when you're in a situation that you can't control, that you kind of, you know, your plans are kind of futile. You make some silly mistakes, right? But you left your kids alone while they're growing up because you didn't want them to see certain things, like people were dying and stuff. And I get that, but you can't leave them alone because you don't know where you are. My man he killed somebody and y'all just let him walk off. Oh, he's dead. Yeah, he's dead. Somebody should keep watching this crazy dude. It was good. It was good. It just, but it wasn't great. It just wasn't great. The decision making in this movie was just kind of a little over the top for me. But, you know, it's watchable. It's watchable. You know, I would recommend it. Just don't look for any Oscars. That's all I'm saying. Okay? So, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you on the next one. Y'all be easy. Stab yourself.